We're gonna go play on some dirt roads. This is part 2. If you just saw part 1, if not, well, you missed it. Anyway, this kind of goes down, gets a little rough, gets a little smooth, mostly rough. They don't maintain it. There's a big river crossing at the bottom that's kind of the big obstacle because all the big badass 4x guys have to get into it and just dump the clutch about 3,000 RPM and dump water and mud everywhere, which makes big holes for the rest of us and their friends. But then cross that river and it comes out the other side around Rainbow Lakes and the CU Research Station. Not probably going that far tonight. And we might just see some moose down here, which on a bike isn't nearly as much fun because they can run pretty fast and they're pretty dumb and they're pretty aggressive and they're pretty blind. But hope the camera's picking this up. This is really pretty. Try not to get off the road there like last week. Here's a little tinky in the back. I think my ratchet straps are loose, banging around on the rear deck. I'll have to stop when we get to the bottom and tighten those up. So I've been coming up here for probably 20 plus years, 22 years I think now going on. And this little ride down from the top of Caribou I used to do on my mountain bike. Right as it started melting, come down here and go snow bashing and mud pits and just get filthy dirty, get the bike filthy dirty, then take it down to the shop. Say, here, tune this for me. And they just look at me like I had a third eye. I always laughed about it. Then I learned to tune my own bike. It wasn't so much fun then. I had to clean it up afterwards. But I haven't been down here for a while, so I'm not sure what's still open and what's not. And if we're going to see moose, it's probably going to be right here to the left. I'll kind of pull out up here. Oh, there it is. Found neutral. So I'm hoping I might have to take my camera off so you can see this. If I see something, I'll definitely take it off and show you. But you can see that's all boggy, little river down there, little river crossing, but it's all bog and scrub. I was down here last fall before it started snowing heavy, and there were 2 bull moose just sitting there munching away, and oh, killed it. Nobody coming. Toot along a little further. Uh-oh, looks like mud. gonna go through it. None of this winging around this time. Oh, it's cold. We'll see how far we get to the bottom here. It's getting a little dark, and the goggles I'm wearing are light yellow, but still, might be taking those off. I brought some clear glasses with me. Ooh, this is interesting. Smell the mud on the exhaust. Okay. Looks like a little camping pull out there. Meant to take that windscreen off for this ride, but got busy. Hopped on the bike, didn't even think about it, so maybe next time. And if we're gonna have this much mud, I might be turned around here sooner than later. Oh, that's over the hubs. Ooh. Ah, the social trails. I'll go this way. A lot of fences popping up like these up here on the right. People just can't behave down here, so I actually helped a few years ago with, I believe it was the Trail Ridge Runners out of Longmont were sponsoring this trail. I think they still do. But there was a mud pit at the bottom that all the 4x had to go through and just get into it and blast it out. You know, spraying mud everywhere. And the Forest Service didn't really like it. So they asked, oh, this is nice and bumpy. Hold on, let me. Oh, yeah. Don't remember being this bad. Woohoo! That went down the shoe, the boot. And this may be about as far as I go. It's going to stay like this. But the Forest Service asked the Trail Ridge Runners if they would put up some fencing. And I knew some of them, and they knew I was up here, and I said, sure, I'll help. Oh, that's not fun. That was rocky underneath. Ooh, and my feet are soaked. So we were up here putting up fencing and putting on, and we had probably 3 or 4, say, young kids, and probably Daddy's truck wanting to get in before we closed it off for them to go play in the mud. And kind of the leaders of the off-road club would go, no, that's how we're putting this up, is because you're screwing the area up for everybody. I think I got pissed and left, which, good for them. Oh, squirrel! I think I'm making it to the river this evening. Let's smooth out a little bit. I'll play a little more. I've yet to really test out my light setup on the front end. I don't know if y'all saw in the last videos. Ooh, fun dunes. Picked up the brightest, sadly, halogen. I couldn't find the LEDs locally. So I picked up an H4 halogen, the brightest I could find, and put on 2 side LED lights, and it just makes a world of difference in what was in there, which I think was just an old bulb. So it run its life. May have been original to the bike from 2007, you never know. More water. Wow, all this. I'm not doing that tonight. That looks a little too interesting for me, especially being wet going uphill. So, make it a little shorter so I can get around that puddle without going too far. Ooh, and I killed it again. And I bag on some of the 4x crowd. I also bag in the 2x crowd, the side-by-side crowd. If you're screwing things up, you're screwing things up. If you're doing it responsibly, you're doing it responsibly. You know, I started four-wheeling with a bunch of people of the similar mindset of tread lightly. And we had a few people come in that didn't quite have that, but they kind of learned from us that you don't have to go trash the place to have a good time, and you don't have to have a 12-pack of beer to have a good time. I like a 12-pack of beer, but not when I'm driving. That's for the campsite or after ride. But you get these people up here that think, ooh, that's pretty. I might have to stop for that. See what it looks like a little down here. You know, same thing with the shooters. I'm a shooter. Ooh, that's pretty. We'll have a moment of zen right here. Hopefully I get this. I might have to just take the camera off and I'll leave it on. Hopefully I'll get it. There, how's that better? Moment of zen. Okay, let's go ride bikes. But getting back to it, I participate in those events, those activities, and I enjoy those activities. And it's really sad when somebody comes through with no regard for anybody else around them except themselves and trash it. And it gets closed for everybody. Ooh. Splash. I'm going to straddle this one if I can. And see what, ooh, fun. Ah, the big one. This was, oh, that one's rocky underneath it still. This is going to be a good one. Oh, yep, I'm sideways. Oh, soaked the foot. Ah, there we soaked the foot again. Oh yeah, this is rocky. I'm going to go around that one. Wean it out. The little one. Oh, squirrel! Oh, what do I want to do on this one? I think I'll just go right through the middle. Somewhat. Oh, this will be fun. Oh, over the hubs. Right down the shoes. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Wet. Hot and wet. Alright, that was fun. A little exhilarating. I'm going to stop right here real quick for a minute and switch out glasses. I'll try to give you a moment of zen here. Yeah, I kind of taken some gravel in the face. I don't want to risk getting anything in my eye. We'll see how these fit. Not too badly. Yeah, this O'Neill helmet does not really like you putting on glasses, I guess. And I think O'Neill sells glasses, don't they? You'd think they don't want to cross-advertise. I'm not real familiar with their stuff, and they don't pay me to say their brand name, but, you know, I'll give kudos where kudos are due. Alright. No moose! Maybe next time. Next time I'll get an earlier start. I'm just gonna wait. Bumpity, bumpity, bumpity. Oh yeah, those glasses help. I can see a little better now. I need to find some goggles that have, I guess, multiple lenses, you know, something kind of smoked for the day and then clear for night or evening. Hey, oh. Hole. Got a branch coming up here. Don't really want to smack it, or that rock right there. Yeah. So that right there, I don't know if you can see any difference. Whoops, not my horn. I don't know if y'all can see the difference or not. That's just my plain low beam headlight. And that's the light array. Probably can't see it too well. Not dark enough yet. And back to the top of Caribou. I'm not really wanting to head down the hill just yet, so see if anybody's up at the cemetery. A little higher up. Kind of washed out here at the bottom. Huh. You just could ride the telephone lines. Now it looks like they're blocking them off. Too bad. Some interesting single tracks up there. And somebody decided to dump a bunch of shells here and then leave them. Thank you, people. Appreciate it. Probably can't see it from your vantage point, but a lot of mining tailings up here still. You see it right there. There's some tailings. Trying to get a little bit of a view of the sleeping giant. I may have missed it. Some more tailings. I'm not going real far down this road. It gets a little funky past the cemetery. There's an old mine hole somebody filled in with a bunch of rocks. Probably didn't see that. I gotta figure out a way to figure out where you're looking on the fly. But tucking my chin into my chest when I'm riding on some of this stuff isn't real conducive to riding. But anything for the audience, you know? This is it. So I might just take my helmet off and kind of point at stuff walking through here. There's really not much to see. Sadly, some vandals took all the stones years ago, but the bases are still there. I'm gonna just do a quick walk through here. Don't let anybody's around. Nice and quiet. Let's see how this works. There's one of the stones. Here's one of the wrought iron gates. Another stone. Just to figure this out. See? really. First time I've seen this one. Very interesting. And that's going to be the last one. The quick and dirty tour. There's one right in front of me now, but you're probably too high to see it. Find my way back up through here. Where'd the trail go? There it is. Don't know much about the history of this, other than Caribou was a bigger town up here, more so than Nederland was. Nederland was the last stop for supplies before the mining. And being such a big town at one time, there were about 5,000 people. Relatively small cemetery. There's the bike. And I'm not sure why people have to build a fire underneath 2 dead trees. It's getting a little dusky out. Might just throw the lights on real quick. See what we can see as far as the difference. There we go. So that is the headlight by itself. Low beam. I can see my shadow. And that is high beam with the 2 LEDs. I'm not going to look at that too much. It's like looking at the eclipse. And I kind of need my vision to get down this hill. I better get moving fast. These clear glasses are fogging up on me. Guess I'm breathing hard. And being that it's getting dusk, I'm not as worried about bears up here. It's the mountain lions you don't see, they'll get you. The run button. They're sneaky. And quiet and fast with big pointy teeth and claws. So that is the light array. I'll just use that on the way out of here. The glass is cleared off now. No, I'm not going up that hill. More mine tailings. But I will try to see. Oh, pretty. If I can find, oh, I'm in, no I'm not. I have to just kill it here real quick. There it goes. All right, now that is pretty. I hope you are getting this, otherwise I'm just talking to myself. And then, if I can roll a little further forward, there we go. That's looking east. I hope we're looking at mountains and not rocks and dirt. Figured this thing out eventually probably. So yeah, a little hazy. Wonder if there's a fire somewhere. I'm sure there is, but it's blowing through here, but that is just beautiful. And I hope you are getting that. All right. Yeah, I was at the bike shop this week. I try to support local whenever I can, almost to a fault. Because if we don't have local shops, what's the fun? Yeah, I can get on Amazon, yeah, I can get it on eBay, yeah, I can get it at some of the big bike shops. But I'm a touchy-feely kind of guy, I want to play with it first. I'm going to stop over here just for a second before we head down. If I can find that neutral. I don't know why I can't find it unless I turn it off anymore. Right there, turn it off. Where are you? There you are. Okay, for some reason, whenever I put my helmet on, my nose starts running. So, there, that's taken care of. You don't listen to me sniffle the whole way. So, you might can see it a little bit here. Hope I get the camera on the sign. That's low light. That's big light. It's actually kind of overshooting that. But these are just some cheapy driving lights. I think I got them off Amazon because I couldn't find them locally, what I wanted. Oh, going back to the bike shop, found a set of Pro Taper bars. I think they're a little lower than what I have now, but they're one, I'm going to get dinged here. I have 7/8 inch bars now, and these are the next size up, 1.5. So they also sell the Pro Taper mounts to switch out to the bigger bar. You need to do a little measuring first to see if they'll work on this bike. Nice guys down there. You walk in, they'll try to sell you a new bike. They ask you what you need. And they just changed their name. I can't remember their name. I want to say it's G-Force Colorado or something down in Boulder. Good peeps. No, they don't pay me. Nobody pays me. If you wanna, we'll talk. Ooh. kind of leery though about putting any bars on right now. I got to do a few things before that. I got to check to see if the brake lines and all the cables will be long enough. If I get anything like a little riser, just to sit a little more upright. Because right now my elbows are locked, and even when they're, out, I guess they call it attack position, which is kind of how I ride anyway. Mountain bikes and motorcycles. Lean over a little bit, which I guess what you're supposed to do. But that and jetting are the only thing I'm going to be doing this for a while. I did the Kuba link to lower it, and I am just loving that. The fact that I can flat foot and dab if I have to without my tippy toes. Really like that. I'm really not losing much height. I didn't adjust the front fork height at all. There's only about a ½ inch for that taper starts, but not feeling any handling problems. So it is what it is, and I'm liking it. Easterly direction, you can see the mountains. Just behind that is Boulder, the Front Range, and all other kind of lunacy. Went through a herd of insects. They're still out even though it's getting cooler in the evenings. We're all in pines right now. Once we get down in Aspen a little lower, you'll definitely see shady areas, some yellowing of the leaves. Falls around the corner. Get in right time when I can. I think I saw a bat up high. Maybe y'all did too. A little clear and not quite so hazy out. It's really pretty up here right now. I have to say I think there's a car rock. I stuck around here for the eclipse this last week. I know a bunch of people went to Wyoming, Nebraska, wherever they had to go to see it. And they enjoyed it and they thought it was interesting. Didn't really Some had a religious experience, some probably thought they did. Some just thought it was a good time. But it's kind of interesting to watch. One, we only got 92% of the eclipse here. And I had some welding goggles I was able to watch it through. They were dark enough so I could still see. It's just interesting to watch the rotation, the different angles, just in that one short period of time. And how it really got dim. It didn't go dark here, but it definitely went dim. I was hoping to get some pictures of shadows moving across, but it didn't happen. So, hope that I'm still around 2024 for the next eclipse. I feel sorry for all the little small towns in the past. There's inundated with people. I can definitely feel for you. We had a music festival this weekend that brought in a whole mess of people, plus the regular tourist traffic, which is kind of mind-boggling anyway. So the double whammy. We have some other festivals up here that just bring in massive amounts of people. And ski traffic and everything else. It used to be a quiet little town, and not so much lately. Oh, lots of insects went through. Guessing mosquitoes, maybe gnats. Couldn't taste any of them. I got through the windshield though. Oh, there's the moon. Dog leg here. I had a good friend years ago that I'd watch their dog, and it was a lab chow Dalmatian that was just one big black ball of energy. And I would get her up here and let her out above this here dog leg, and I would drive to the top, and she would run along behind me, and then we'd run back down. And she looked like she still had any spunk left in her. We did it again. The best dog